Hey, I'm Craig Grossi, and I studied in the School of Continuing Studies in the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies program. I met Fred in October of 2010 in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. After the events of 9/11, I was really just feeling this very powerful call to service, and the Marine Corps was, to me, just the branch that I was most attracted to. I think we were expecting, just the worst from the Taliban and from just the battlefield conditions there, and that's unfortunately exactly what we saw. After things kind of calmed down, I started looking around this little house that we had kind of turned into our base, and I spotted this plucky kind of little dog kicking around right in the middle of the day, which was rare, but he was trotting around like he owned the place. So I walked over to him with a piece of beef jerky in my hand, and as I got closer to him, I could tell he was really malnourished and really just neglected, and he could have growled at me, but instead he chose to wag his tail, and that has made all the difference in his life, but also mine. Getting out and going to work for the government, I really felt lost, so that's when I decided to apply to Georgetown. Everything from that first semester on has been up. I really credit my time here to really showing me what I was capable of. I've really, developed into an author. When I sit down to write, it feels like I felt when I was in the Marine Corps. I'm doing something that I was supposed to do. That was one of the ways that Fred really was able to rescue me, because sharing our story, even if it was just with a stranger at a dog park or on a street corner here in DC, was very therapeutic for me. And every time I did it, I felt a little bit better. And every time I did it, my friends that didn't make it home and the incredible people that I served with in the military, they were with me again. When I showed up to tryouts, I was in my early 30s. I kind of assumed these kids were just going to be, young, like kind of privileged kids that didn't really want anything to do with me, and I was so wrong. They embraced me with open arms. Fred means everything to me. When I think about our story, there were so many ways that it could have gone wrong trying to get Fred home, and even for myself getting home, I had a couple of close calls on the battlefield that seemed miraculous that I even made it out of there at all. It's clear that Fred and I are both here for a reason, and it's to share this story, and it's because when you start to read our story, you quickly see that it's bigger than me and Fred. It's so much more than a story about a guy and his dog.